Hi, I'm Grace Belangia. I'm with the Clubhouse and Make Startups.
And I'm Eric Parker, also with the Clubhouse and Make Startups. We're based in Augusta, Georgia, and we're excited to bring you to Augusta, Georgia this fall for Startup Champions Network Summit. Grace.
It's going to be the first week of November, so save the date. And we have lots of original programming planned. So be sure to pay attention to all of the emails and social media.
So I'm curious, what do you think people think of when they think of Augusta?
Well, nationally, I think it's golf. I think Augusta has a long tradition with the golf world and the recreation and business around playing golf.
We do like golf in our city.
But there's more than that.
There is. Well, we also like disc golf. We have the Iron Man, but we actually have a startup community. So we started building that 13 years ago. 2012 is when the clubhouse started, and before that, there really was not much there. Because you were there more. I moved back to Augusta in 2010. What was Augusta like before our startup community was formed?
I mean, I think that the region in and of itself, because it's on the border of Georgia and South Carolina, was always in the space of potential related to what can we do for the Southeast, what can we do for the state of Georgia. And I think that was the bones of creating the clubhouse, which is where we are 12 years later.
Cool. And what are people going to see and experience while they're there?
Yeah, Augusta to me is really interesting because we are a city that has the Augusta National, which is a world-renowned, you know, golf event that happens every year, and because of that, we're sort of known and thought of as being a very wealthy place. But Augusta itself is actually there's a widespread amount of poverty that's in the community as well. We're a majority city, and so trying to create an ecosystem of trust around that over the last decade and a half has been really the unique challenge of our community. I think because of golf, there's this concept around exclusivity and a velvet rope that happens. And what we've tried to do is theme the summit around the concept of it being an invitational because we want everybody to feel like they can participate. And so, yeah, it's going to be a lot about how you build a culture of inclusion within a community that values the concept of exclusivity and how you begin to engage policymakers at the local, state, and federal level to make that happen when you also are right on a border. And so we have to deal with the fact that half of our community is in South Carolina and half of it's in Georgia. And those resources don't like to cross the river. And so navigating that river has been one of the core exercises of what we've done.
I would think also that we're uniquely situated just geographically. So most of our activities for the Startup Champions Network will be around our downtown, and there'll be some history around that. There'll be some excellent food, but we'll be also working with the art community, the medical community, because the Medical College of Georgia is there. So anybody in that space, the Fort Eisenhower, which is the Army base there. So we have a lot of military community.
Army Cyber Command.
Army Cyber Command, and just the general idea that you need an entrepreneurial ecosystem to help elevate those industries. And what does that look like to work with universities, to work with the military, to work across borders? And we're hoping that everybody will see something that is relatable and want to make the journey to Augusta, Georgia.
Awesome. And tell me the dates again.
So they're going to be the first week of November, and we have a special activity pre-Startup Champions Network.
Can we tell actual dates?
Yeah.
Okay, so
You'll have to edit that. Sorry.
All right, so the Augusta Summit is November 5th, 6th, and 7th, and because it's in Augusta, we're actually going to have November 4th is a day of golf before the summit for anybody who wants to arrive early.
So you can play golf in Augusta.